These are the forces expected to secure Somalia from external attacks, but they are now being trained to battle an enemy within. By the end of 2018, these soldiers will replace 22,000 African Union troops who've helped push back militants from huge chunks of land in south-central Somalia. Turkey has finished constructing its first military base on the outskirts of the capital. The base is said to build the core of the Somali army that was virtually reduced to clan militia after a devastating civil war that lasted more than 2 decades.
And then now we are planning to open officially this facility in September, and to provide also to start the military training programs in September. And for the first time in Somalia after 1991, we will able also to provide military training for officers and non-commissioned officers in Somalia.
Ankara says the base is a sign of Turkey's confidence in Somalia. In 2011, Turkey's president visited Mogadishu to highlight Somalia's deteriorating humanitarian situation, and has since then initiated several development projects over the years, including an international airport and opening up of Ankara's biggest diplomatic post in the world here in Mogadishu. However, there's been no time frame given for the base operations here in the country, but experts say that in the coming years, Mogadishu will be able to have a competent force to better tackle the militant group.
This will be Turkey's first and biggest military base outside Somalia. It will train up to 1,500 troops at a given time. This is a great opportunity for Somalia because 27 years later, Mogadishu will be able to train its own forces in its own soil.
Authorities argue that Somali troops have remained poorly trained and ill-equipped for years, and a decades-long arms embargo against the country has been blamed for Mogadishu's inefficiency to battle the militant group head-on. Al-Shabaab continues to claim lives in the East African nation and has overrun several Somali and African Union bases. In 2016, the group was ranked the deadliest in the continent after it killed more than 4,200 people. Authorities here, however, claim the upper hand in the fight against the group. Somalia's president in February ordered his commanders to eliminate Al-Shabaab within 2 years. The new base is expected to improve the image of the country's army in terms of training and capability. Experts now want massive investment in the country's security sector from donors to ensure that Mogadishu is in charge of its own security after AMISOM's exit. Abdulaziz, Billow, CGTN, Mogadishu, Somalia.